Detroit against the world, NREFL. That is the t-shirt that you could be walking away with today if you're lucky enough to have your tweet read on air by our very own sports producer and cave enthusiast, Mike Foss, who's standing by in the control room. Mike, give us a winner. Give us some winners.
Our Twitter feed is blowing up this morning. All you got, who knew? You give stuff away, and people rejoice.
Well, I thought it was because of me, Mike.
We like to take this as sort of an Ask the Analyst type segment. So with Dave here and him being our Lions expert, we got a couple of questions for Dave. We'll start with John Ferguson asking Dave, where do the Lions focus on for the draft this year? And then we'll have Dave answer this one first, talking about Sue and free agency. Troy asking, why re-sign Sue when you can use that money and sign 3 to 4 starters? Sort of playing devil's advocate here. So let's start with that one, and then we'll go to the draft question. Dave?
Yeah, well, that's a fair point.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Look, I think if you don't sign Ndamukong Suh, first of all, you have a huge need at defensive tackle. Ndamukong Suh, Nick Fairley, C.J. Mosley, Andre Fluellen, your top 4 defensive tackles are all going to be free agents. And Suh was such a big factor of that defense. I mean, why the defense ranked #1 in the NFL against the run. So you could sign 3 to 4 starters. That doesn't mean they're going to be very good starters. And beyond that, look, the only free agents the Lions have on defense, aside from those defensive tackles, defensive starters at least, Rasheem Mathis.
Right.
He was a vet minimum guy last year, so it's not going to cost you a whole lot to round out that defense, to bring that defense back. I think it's important to re-sign Suh.
Let's go back to that first tweet. So that being said, if they do re-sign Sue, where do they go in the draft? And if they don't re-sign Sue, where do they go in the draft?
Well, look, they're going to need a defensive tackle regardless. I don't see much of a shot of Nick Fairley coming back, especially if Suh is back. So you're going to need to add some depth to that defensive line. Offensive line, that was probably the worst unit on the team this year. At least, with all the injuries, at least, they're going to have to do something to bolster that unit up front. It's a pretty deep running back draft. I wouldn't expect that they spend a first-round pick on a running back. I know I get a lot of questions about Todd Gurley and Melvin Gordon and all those guys. I do think at some point they'll address that need somewhere in the draft.
I still think they need another threat on the outside, wide receiver
And
help.
somebody who could return punts or kicks, maybe.
Yeah.
That guy could double as that.
Absolutely. All right, that is Ask the Analyst. Thank you for all of your tweets, all of your input, and the T-shirts. We'll be sending those out to the winners. So each week, tune in, get your tweets in, and you could potentially be walking away with some free swag. All right, time for some fun now. All my life, Dave, all my life, I wanted to play hockey for Michigan State. Played growing up as a kid, and I wanted to play for the
Spartan,
Spartans.
right?
I'm a Spartan.
Yeah.
So thanks to the MSU hockey team and head coach Tom Anastas, I had my chance last week to prove my worth during a media day skate with colleagues from around the state. And well, let's just watch. Let's just watch.